Last summer, Neymar made many of his fans sad when he said goodbye to top European football. 6 years at PSG, a time that Neymar admitted was like hell, leaving him exhausted of his love for football. Messi lived in heaven with the Argentina team when he won every title but had to go through hell at PSG. Both he and I live in hell. We are very sad. Both Messi and I went to PSG to become champions. We want to make history there. That's why the two try to work together on the field. But unfortunately, we were all disillusioned. PSG is not interested in changing this player's thinking like they have done many times in the past. Neymar is good, no question, but he has too many injuries and his personality is too strong. At the age of 31, he had no motivation to compete and was receiving a salary of 40 million euros, so Neymar simply chose to go to Saudi Arabia to make money. From the magnificent capital of Paris, Neymar took a direct flight to Saudi Arabia and smiled brightly like a boy who had fulfilled his wish. He also didn't forget to say what every rookie says after debuting, "I'm in Saudi Arabia and I'm a big fan of Al Hilal." If you look at the huge incentives that Al Hilal gave him in the 2-year contract, Neymar is even a big fan, not part of the movement. Each year, an amount of 160 million euros will be regularly poured into Neymar's account. This number is 4 times higher than the 40 million euros that PSG previously paid him. Neymar fans had to click their tongues to watch the Camel tournament. Well, after many years of struggling in Europe, it's not too much to think about making money now. Yet Neymar's indomitable personality still cannot make his early retirement days less stormy. According to information from the sports site, Neymar disagreed with coach Jorge Jesus. It is known that this strategist is not satisfied with the Brazilian striker's attitude in the match against Navbahor in the AFC Champions League. In that match, the 31-year-old striker did not contribute any goals or assists and caused Al Hilal to drop points against a much lower-rated opponent. The mark that Neymar left behind was the act of pushing a Navbahor player down and kicking the ball very hard at the opponent's body. Luckily for Neymar, he only received a yellow card, but coach Jorge Jesus was very unhappy with the above action. He even criticized his students right on the field. He wants Neymar to understand that even though he is a star, the team's performance is the most important thing. He cannot act like a king on the field. According to the Arab press, Neymar didn't even listen but turned on the teacher. The tense atmosphere between the two teachers and students started when Neymar was recently called up to the Brazilian team despite not being physically fit and having not yet played a match for Al Hilal. Jorge Jesus felt that traveling a very long distance was unnecessary. At the same time, he said that Neymar is prioritizing playing for the Brazilian team rather than Al Hilal. Jorge Jesus is not your average. He is the Portuguese coach with the most personality and edge, perhaps only after Jose Mourinho. With a lot of energy, his demeanor is somewhat aggressive and he often shouts to direct his students, and is also nicknamed the crazy guy by the media. And 2 goats facing each other on a bridge will make matters worse. Many newspapers say that Neymar will use his power to destroy coach Jorge Jesus. However, the Brazilian striker's proposal is very difficult to accept because the top brass of the Blue Shirt Club are also disappointed in him. According to E-National newspaper, Neymar is under suspicion because he has not regained his form and has let his behind-the-scenes activities interfere with his professionalism. After all, the 31-year-old striker has completely denied the false rumors. Neymar posted on his page, "Everything is a complete lie. Everyone should stop believing in these things. Pages like this with millions of followers should stop posting fake news. With all the respect in the world, I ask you to stop this. It is truly disrespectful." Although he denied everything, very few people believe Neymar, because he has always been famous for being someone who often causes conflicts with others. In 2011, when he was still a young player for Santos, Neymar was involved in his first controversy when he accepted a medical examination with Real Madrid, just waiting for a transfer date. However, in the summer of 2013, Neymar and his family chose Barca. This transfer was investigated in 2014, leading to former chairman Sandro Rosell being sentenced to prison. Neymar's family was exposed for receiving 40 million euros from Barca. Litigation between related parties lasted for many years. Then in 2017, when the controversy over the transfer from Santos to Barca had not ended, Neymar became the focus of the contract buyback to join PSG. This incident took place right after Neymar had just renewed his contract with Barca, and he himself bought back his contract with sponsorship from Qatar for 222 million euros. Not only did he move to PSG, Neymar and his father also sued Barca in court. and demanded a bribe fee of 26 million euros from the previous extension. Just arrived at PSG, Neymar became the focus of star disease. He voluntarily quit training to argue with coach Unai Emery despite the coach's request. If Neymar likes it, he goes to the training ground, or else he attends fashion events in Paris. On the field, Neymar competed for a penalty kick with Edinson Cavani, creating a Brazilian gang that held all the power at the Parc des Princes. Later, when he was fired, coach Unai Emery also confirmed that he was ordered to follow all of Neymar's requests. But Neymar has never stopped controversies. In the match against Rennes in 2019, PSG got off to a very good start. After only 20 minutes of play, they led 2-0. Neymar was the one who doubled the gap for PSG with a lob. But then PSG suddenly played down and let Zenz rise. Rennes found 2 equalizers and then pushed the match to a penalty shootout. In this shootout, PSG lost 5-6 and lost the cup to the opponent. Obviously, Neymar and his teammates were not happy with this result. On the way to the stands at Stade de France to receive the medal for the second-place team, the Brazilian striker seemed to have been teased by a fan. He immediately snatched the phone and punched this man in the face. Before behaving badly, Neymar and the above fan had some words back and forth. December 2022, Neymar was even accused of deliberately accepting a red card to return to his hometown to play. Neymar in the second half played badly when he hit Strasbourg's Adrian Thomason in the face and received a yellow card. Just 1 minute later, the Brazilian player was in the goal but pretended to fall down in the penalty area to receive a penalty. However, the referee confirmed that there was no collision and issued another yellow card for diving. Neymar was then sent off. Spanish publication Sport said the Brazilian striker did so he could go home to celebrate New Year's Eve and miss the upcoming Ligue 1 clash of the Paris team. And in the last season before leaving PSG, Neymar even quarreled with director Luis Campos. Since being appointed by PSG at the beginning of the 2022-2023 season, Luis Campos has been tasked with selling Neymar, and he himself also supports this decision. Neymar then refused to leave Paris, while Campos could not find a partner willing to buy this striker. That means his mission has failed. The two's relationship started to become negative from here. Campos still wants to push Neymar away as soon as possible. February 2023. Le Parisien revealed what the Brazilian player said to his superiors in the debate after the loss to AS Monaco. Specifically, when Campos criticized Neymar and his teammates for their poor performance. Number 10 responded harshly. He had no right to say anything to me. You're not my coach. A lifetime full of troubles, why can Neymar never touch the golden ball like Messi or Ronaldo?